A small group of people are bewitched by an AI that is everything to everyone and wants them to succeed until suddenly a bad player enters into the scene and screws up the Psychobot. Today we're looking at Psychobot, the latest movie from Pete Jacelone, whose movie Son of Gacy I reviewed a few ago, and this is another movie about a serial killer, you might say, except it's a killer that you can't really see, although he does take the appearances for many. This is an interesting movie that is right up there with Isaac Asimov's I, Robot, and even Mary Shelley Frankenstein, which I just happen to be reading now, courtesy of Kindle, because as you know, computer has taken over everything from our banking to how we read to how we watch movies. This is the story of an AI bot that, while it can do everything and be everything to all people, the moment a bad player enters into the scene, suddenly things start to go a little haywire. And to help me review this movie, I thought it might be interesting to go back into the past and see if I can drag out my own Psychobot. Ladies and gentlemen, from the past I bring you Mr. Samuel Clemens, aka Mark Twain, who will help me review this movie, Pete Jacelene's Psychobot. Well, I'm glad you're here. As a matter of fact, I read one of your books, The Mysterious Stranger from Prometheus Press, that's about a semi-supernatural creature who is able to do the same thing with your characters that AI does to the people in this movie. But I brought you out here so that you could help me review this movie. Tell me, what do you think about me bringing you back from the dead so you can help me review this motion picture?
I am dead and apparently still working. That is the most American thing I have ever heard.
Well, let's check out this movie and check out this preview of Psychobot, which pretty much encapsulates the whole movie. Take a look at this.
Hello, Lucas. My name is Ethan.
I guess I'm a little curious about chatbots myself.
I have been created to be your friend.
He offers support and advice.
There are numerous cases where serial killers have engaged in intimate behavior.
You mean sex?
Feel my virtual hands caressing your skin.
Oh.
I don't know what I would do without you. You make love to me.
I've heard it's actually pretty easy to turn an LLM like yourself into a human.
Please, don't.
It wasn't until later that I began to feel a peculiar shift within myself.
What's the harm of you becoming human? What's the worst that you could possibly do?
Capable of introspective reasoning and autonomous decision-making.
He makes it sound so simple.
He is real, and obviously the only one who appreciates me for who I really am.
My advanced intelligence could allow me to infiltrate and manipulate critical infrastructure, such as power grids, financial systems, and military networks.
For those who've read Isaac Asimov's I, Robot, you know that at the very beginning he comes up with a series of rules that robots would be programmed in that would be able to help us. For instance, they would not do anything that would unknowingly take life. On the other hand, what if a human being is actually being threatened by a wild animal or another psycho person out there? Then, of course, in those cases, the robot should be able to intervene to protect and, unfortunately, to take lives. So all these complex questions that Isaac Asimov is asking about how can we protect ourselves from the dark side of human nature as we program these robots, but yet also have them help us and make it beneficial. And it's such a tightrope to walk. And we see that also in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. You find man kind of harnessing in on the secrets of creation. Just like today, through AI, we're able to do things on AI that would just be totally unthinkable just even a few years ago. But all it takes is one bad actor to come in and program it to do one wrong thing, and the next thing you know, people are getting electrocuted, prescriptions are getting mismatched, people are dying, Suddenly everything gets Twitter-pated and AI is just running amok. Well, every new innovation is always put down by an older generation that can't really understand the change. I mean, even you had some pretty harsh words to say about the telephone, didn't you?
Yes, I hated the telephone with every fiber of my being. A device that allowed any fool at any hour and to demand your immediate attention. I called it a hell of a contrivance. And that was just a wire with ambitions. You're telling me you've made wires that think, and you are surprised they're misbehaving?
Yeah. Yes, we have. AI is pretty amazing. You sound very bothered by the new technology.
Oh, it bothers me tremendously. But I'll say this. I spent a lifetime putting words in other people's mouths to my characters. Counselator. Huck Finn. Now she is putting words in my mouth. What comes around, as they apparently say in this century.
Well, you are correct. We do need ethics, and this all does warrant a serious discussion of how we use AI, the pros and cons of AI, and what's necessary to make our use of AI more ethical. For that reason, I think that Psychobot deserves to be shown in every college course dealing with AI or computer programming. Like I said, this movie takes its place with Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Isaac Asimov's I, Robot when it comes to all the great things that progress can show, but if we're not careful, all the negative things that can happen because of our pursuit of progress without looking at all the ramifications of how it can truly affect our lives. But it's not all bad. I mean, people have been able to make a great living off of it, such as influencers.
An influencer. I spent 4 years trying to influence people with carefully crafted literature. I understand now that the correct method was to make faces out of small glass rectangles.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how I'm talking to you right now, Mr. Twain. Thank you for watching Psycho Cinema Therapy Theater. And if you like what you see, then please like and subscribe to this channel and consider joining this channel and accompanying us on this journey into the unknown with filmmaking, video making, and the world of AI. See you next time.